Have you ever been in a situation where no matter how you tried to do everything right, some way, somehow, you were made to be wrong? Have you ever been accused of doing something just because you look like you did it? Have you ever committed the same offense as someone else, but for whatever reason, you had to suffer way heavier consequences? If you've ever been treated unfairly, then you know how much it burns. So as it stands, right now, this country is burning due to the unjust treatment to Black people through police brutality, but also through racism that has plagued this country, is plaguing this country now, and will continue to plague this country if we don't do something about it. That's why, if there was one word to describe the energy that's surrounding now and will be lingering on out throughout this next transit, that one word would be rules. And it doesn't matter if you're Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, or alien green. I need for you to go with me on a mind trip. So you wake up and you begin what you think is going to be a fantastic day. In fact, you're so excited for the day that you decide to treat yourself to breakfast. You go to this restaurant and the waitress sits you amongst other people. In a little while, the waitress comes to you and asks, "Do you mind moving to another table?" She begins to gather up your food and you tell her, "No, wait a minute, I like this table. I'm good with my food right here. I don't want to move." But then she insists as she nervously looks to the other table. And as you look to the other table, you can see that there's another customer looking at you, then looking away. Looking at you, then looking away. And that's when the waitress admits, "The other customer is just a little uncomfortable with you sitting here, so we're just gonna move you to an even better table." But you didn't want to move to another table, even if it was better. Not on behalf of someone being uncomfortable with your presence. In fact, you were so disgusted that you got up and you left. You didn't want to give these people your business. So you continued on your day and you decided to keep a good attitude because that afternoon you were going to meet up with your friends. There was this incredible train ride that you guys had planned. It was going to take you to this vineyard and you were going to have wine and cheese cubes and even green grapes. So you got yourself together. You tried to wipe off what happened earlier and you decided that if it was up to you, you were going to have a fantastic rest of the day. So finally, you and your friends make it to the train. Now the train, the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. Everyone is laughing. You guys are having a great time, giggling like school kids. In fact, everyone on the train is having a ball. Then suddenly, the train begins to slow down. Now you and your friends, y'all looking out the window like, wait a minute, this is not, how the brochure looked, so this can't possibly be it. But the train comes to a stop. Suddenly, the worker comes to you guys and says,
"You all have been too rowdy. We've had some complaints, and because of that, this is where your train ride stops."
Now you and your friends are looking around like, wait, hold on. Because see, everyone on this train is laughing. Everyone on this train is, a little maybe even loud. We're not the only ones, so what is it about us that gets us kicked off? But everyone else can stay on. Even though you had many questions, and even though you didn't quite understand, you still had to comply. So you and your friends had to get off the train. That was the end of that adventure. Now you and your friends were so upset that they definitely be hearing from your lawyers. You guys hugged each other, wished each other well, got in your cars, and parted ways. You took that long drive home, but you finally made it. You pull into your own housing complex. You get out of your car and you prepare to walk towards your door. But that's when someone says, "Excuse me." look at them, they look at you. You're gonna have to show me some ID. You're like, excuse me? Show you some ID for what? The person says, they've never seen you around here before, and you have no business over here. You clear your throat and politely inform them you live here. They don't believe you. They want you to prove it. You pull out your ID, show me something from the housing complex, and I'll let you go home. Now you look at this person like they must be out their mind. But they're totally serious. They insist that in order for you to go into your own house that they don't pay no bills in, you have to prove it to them first. You don't oblige. You begin to walk towards your door anyway, and that's when this person begins to scream, "I'm being attacked! I'm being attacked!" And they pull out their phone and they begin to call the police and tell the police how they're being attacked by this person that they don't know. They don't belong in the community. They don't know why this person is here, and they're so afraid for their life. And woo, 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 woo. The police was there before the caller could even finish their sentence. And the police looks at you. The police detains you unlawfully. You didn't do anything wrong. But now, not only do you have to prove to this person, you have to prove to the police. But even though you were able to prove to the police that you live here, because you assaulted this person, you're going to jail. Now, although you tell the police, I didn't touch this person, I was all the way on the other side of the street, how could I touch the person? The police doesn't believe you. You get slapped with the cuffs, thrown in the back of the car, and just as the police is about to pull out, Mr. Officer, wait. Someone, thank God, recorded the whole thing. And they were able to show that you were nowhere near this person when they claimed you attacked them. So with that, the police took you out of the car, took the cuffs off of you, told you to go on your way. Now, when the police officer told you to go home, you were a little confused because you just witnessed a crime. This person called the police on you and lied. That's filing a false report. You remind the officer of this offense. Excuse me, Mr. Officer, is this person going to have any consequences for filing a false report? And that's when the police looked at you and said,
Don't you worry about them. You just better be lucky you won't home. Have a great evening.
turned around and walked away. Now you went into your home. You sat there on the couch, perplexed at the events of the day. And it led you to a question that you would forever ask yourself moving forward. If all the time I play by the rules, but some way, somehow, I'm always in trouble, then why in the hell should I continue to follow